Live from the Wild Kingdom in Omaha, Nebraska, it's time once again for a mini exhibition of the Play League Baseball League right here on the wide world of tabletop sports. Good evening, everybody. Brian Martin with you here from Omaha. Beautiful evening for baseball. It'll be the Erie Sounds against the Mutuals of Omaha here at the Wild Kingdom. Let's give you the starting lineups first for the visiting Erie Sounds. Leading off, the center fielder, Kevin Campbell. Batting second, the first baseman, Tim Kelly. Batting third, the left fielder, Stan Bradsby. Batting fourth, the catcher, Colton Rockwell. Nolan Carver, the second baseman, bats fifth. Terry Crabtree, the third baseman, bats sixth. The shortstop, Connor Woods, bats seventh. And Zeb Waters, the right fielder, bats eighth. Pitching this evening for Erie is Jake Rutherford. Starting lineup for the Mutuals of Omaha. Stanford Rogers, the center fielder, bats first. Batting second, the third baseman, Spencer Ramirez. Batting third, the second baseman, Brady Jennings. Batting fourth, the left fielder, Brady McKinney. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 6, Devin Weaver. Batting seventh, the catcher, Andre Holmes. Batting eighth, the right fielder, Jason Cross. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Jason Cross. And batting eighth, the first baseman, Bradley Chandler. The starting pitcher for Omaha this evening is Tim James. We're going to play a brief, just a couple of innings of play here to introduce you to some concepts here in the Play League and how we set things up. You'll note that there are some colored cubes here. There's some colored cubes here. That's how we track the game. Black markers denote the current batter at the plate. This yellow line separates the starting lineup from the benches. The bench players are all here, including the bullpens. The umpires tonight, Jerry Callow. At home plate, at first base, Chuck Quincy. At second base, Darren Summers. At third base, Dale Diamante. So the way we do it is I have a helper here that I use. You won't see it on the screen. We'll try and keep this as close to what a normal broadcast would be. We're not going to reference all of the ratings and stuff. And just to give you a sense and a feel for how the league works. Here's how it works in a nutshell. 7-inning games. 8 batters. The pitchers don't hit. There is no designated hitter. The Play League is experimenting with a brand new rule, new to tabletop baseball as far as I know, in that a pitcher that begins an inning must finish the inning. There is no hope for relief once an inning starts. Starters must go 5 innings as long as they have not given up 3 runs. And if they have given up no runs at the end of 5 innings, they may continue to pitch a complete game until such time as they give up a run. This is just designed. We look at it as a developmental league, developing new rules for use by the pro leagues, as though the pro leagues actually care what we do. So the first batter up this afternoon for Erie is Kevin Campbell. He's the center fielder. Campbell hits a high fly ball to center field. And that's going to be under it. That's going to be a Stanford Rogers under it for out number 1. And it brings up the first baseman, Tim Kelly. We then move an out cube to Campbell's thing. We put up one of the green freshness cubes. Starters are fresh for 3, semi-fresh for 2. Therein lies the 5-inning rule. The cube that's here has been taken from his fresh stack, and those will be put off to the side. And that will be my way of reminding myself of his freshness status throughout the game. Batting second now is Tim Kelly, the first baseman. And Kelly is going to hit a ground ball to the shortstop, and that's going to be gobbled up by the shortstop, Devin Weaver, and that's going to be out number 2 on the inning. Brings up the left fielder, Stan Bradsby. Bradsby hits a high fly ball out to right field, and that's going to be Jason Cross camping under it for out number 3, and that will end the inning. So 3 up, 3 down here in the first half of the first inning. We take this green cube and put it over here. We pick up a green cube from Jake Rutherford's spot, put it there. We've now switched to the bottom half of the first inning. Omaha batting. It'll be Stanford Rogers to lead it off. He's the center fielder, and he's going to go down on strikes. Strike 3 called, and he's out of there. Brings up Spencer Ramirez, the third baseman. Ramirez hits a ground ball through the shortstop into the outfield for a base hit. It's a single for Spencer Ramirez. He's on at first base, and there's one out. So what we do here is we put a base runner. There's a yellow one for first base, second base, third base. He's at first. We put it next to his running icon in case that comes into play. And the batter now is Brady Jennings. Jennings is going to have a called strike against him. And he's going to be out at first on the next play after the second pitch. He's out at first. The ground out is 1-3 on the put out, and Ramirez goes to second. So we put an out cube on Jennings. We move the cube there for Ramirez to show that he's now on second base. And now there are two men out for Brady McKinney, the left fielder. McKinney hits a pop-up to the infield. That's going to be a pop-out to the shortstop. That's going to be Connor Woods, the shortstop, making the play, and that's going to be out number 3. So no runs, a hit, no errors, one left. We go to the bottom half of we go to the second inning of play with your score 0-0, Erie and Omaha. Colton Rockwell will lead it off here in the second inning, and Rockwell, excuse me, Rockwell sits down on a strikeout. Got him looking. There's one down for Nolan Carver. Carver, the second baseman. Carver, he's going to strike out. 2 down. Second strikeout for Colton, or for Tim James. 2 gone here in the first inning, here in the second inning of a scoreless ball game. Brings up the third baseman, Terry Crabtree. And Crabtree hits a ground ball to second, and that's going to be out number 3. And that's going to be another 3-up, 3-down inning for for Erie. No scores. We head to the bottom of the second. Devin Weaver, the batter. Weaver leading off. And he's going to get a base hit. It's a single for Weaver. He's on at first base. And put a first base marker on him for Andre Holmes. Holmes, the catcher. And he's going to hit a long drive into deep right center field. That ball is off the wall. Rounding second and heading for third is Weaver. He's going to round third. He's going to score. It's an RBI double for Andre Holmes. And on the board is Omaha. And they now have a 1-0 lead as Devin Weaver scores. Mutuals take a 1-0 lead here in the second inning as Jason Cross will come to the plate with still nobody out and a run in. Cross hits a high fly ball to center field. Holmes will hold at second base, and that will be out number 1 for Bradley Chandler. And I usually mark runs scored with a blue chip just as a reminder of where we're at in the game, so there's no blank cards. Every card should have something on it, a marker of some kind, as Bradley Chandler comes to the plate with a runner at second base and 1 out. Chandler walks. Base on balls. Puts runners at first and second, now 2 outs, or 1 out in the inning. And this ball is going to be hit to the outfield by Stanford Rogers. Kevin Campbell is over. It's a line out directly to the center fielder, so that's out number 2. And that's going to bring up Spencer Ramirez. Ramirez now. It's 1 for 1 in the ball game. Ramirez hits a ball to the second baseman. That's going to be Nolan Carver. Carver, it's actually a pop-up to the second baseman, my mistake. And that's going to be a P4. And that's going to be out number 3 on the inning. And Omaha goes down, but not without scoring a run on 2 hits. No errors. 2 left on base. We go to the top of the 3rd inning, and we are 1-0 in favor of Omaha. I think we'll call it an inning here, a simple 3-inning game here. Erie will bat, try to get their run in as they try to get through the lineup here. It's going to be Connor Woods leading it off. He's the shortstop. And Woods is going to hit a ground ball to the pitcher. Fields and throws. That's James fielding and throwing over to the first baseman, Bradley Chandler, and that is going to be out number 1. We won't call this a perfect game if the last 2 batters will be out. Zeb Waters. It's a ground ball to the second baseman. That's going to be out number 2. And it's up to Kevin Campbell to keep this game alive in a 1-0 3-inning shortened game here. It's a walk, so Campbell is on with a base on balls. The perfect game in this shortened game goes by the wayside. Campbell is on at first base. And it's another walk. So Kelly walks, and back-to-back walks as we put the markers on there. Again, denoting what base each man is on. So it's Stan Bradsby. Bradsby, for those of you watching who are, since we are playing History Maker Baseball, Bradsby is a slugger, semi-slugger, semi-home run king. So lots of opportunities here for Bradsby. And the first pitch is he a home run king on this bat? He's not. He grounds the ball to the shortstop, and so it's a quick 6-4 fielder's choice. Flip to second, ends the inning, and the ball game is over. Omaha winning this short exhibition by the final count of 1-0. So I hope you got an opportunity to get a good look at the way we play the game here in the Play League. The season will be starting soon. I'm getting all the things set up to keep statistics for the teams and the league, and once we have all of that, then we'll be ready to start games. I will be trying to broadcast maybe a game of the week or a game of the series or something like that every once in a while. I know folks do somewhat enjoy things like that when other people do it, and certainly want to enhance your gaming enjoyment as well as my own. So we'll see what we can do about making it a fairly regular part of my gaming experience. I like to play and keep stats, and that's pretty much about all I'm worried about for the most part. And so, I'll do what I can to keep up with it, but there's a quick look at how we play the game using my game mat, using my cubes, and the helper that's off screen that you can't see. So thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you around the ballpark really, really soon with the regular season of the Play League. Thanks for watching.